Some of you may remember Marvin's circuit racer, the one that he uses the Petron bracket in Great Race Championships. Yes, this one. And actually, on the first episode, we actually disassembled it, prepped the stock pistons because the block remained stock, like here, and assembled it. In the on a part two, we were assembling it. And once it was done, we installed it back in the car, got it ready, and all started up. And for tune up, that's the third episode. Now we're here at Dyno Pro Philippines, the facility, but this time it's in Sucat, Parañaque, a different branch that we go to in Mindanao Avenue. And here, yep, yes, we will talk about the limits of the exhaust and what it affects on the induction, if it gains or not, we will see. So let's go, let's go. So let's get started now. Episode 1, well, the link will be in the description below. This way you can start and see how the mini series started. And of course, on the part 2, we were already assembling the engine because we already talked about the things that we're going to do on a stock block, on a stock engine. And of course, part 3, we installed it, did the startup and running and tuning. So it was all good, right? So now, here we are, here at Dyno Pro Philippines, their Sucat Parañaque branch. The story with this is Marvin asked us if we could dyno here because Marvin and his crew are from Batangas City and they drive 1 hour and a half all the way from there to here to the city. And of course, Mindanao Avenue is further up north, but for us, the distance between Mindanao Avenue branch and the Sucat Parañaque branch is the same. So we're actually situated in the middle. So we were totally fine with it. So here they are, getting the engine ready. The car. They're about to change the front wheels because it's running 16s and it's quite heavy. So now they got the 15s on it, so it's pretty good. Now lining up the car to the dyno cell. Yep. Alright. Yes, now it's all very good. The crew at Dyno Pro asked us if we could wait a bit because they're actually finishing a dyno of a Kawasaki Ninja H2. That was pretty cool because we were just waiting around because they're gonna run out of crew because all the people all their crew is concentrating on the dyno cell for the motorbike. So that's fine. We just waited, just made sure everything is ready on the car and the laptop and all the other stuff, so that's good. Here it is. Yep, it's getting ready to rumble. And yes, as you can see, full exhaust with a muffler, with a chambered muffler. That's why this sounds good. Yes, 15's up front. Marvin's ESI looks really good. It's well taken care of, and you won't imagine this is actually a circuit racer. And looks real fresh, right? Yes, look at that. 4 doors are always like really looking cool in my book. There's too many hatchbacks and not enough 4 door that's running really decent and looking really good. So this one wins in my book. Yep. Okay, now let's check out the engine bay here. Yes, we gotta dyno it with the short ram intake and the filter that he runs on track because this is how he circuit races it. So we gotta make sure the power is there on how it's set up at the track. Now here it is, all strapped up. Yep. And you can see the dyno cells, they closed it because it's, so that it doesn't make noise outside. Yes, all strapped and ready. Here we are. But of course, I need you to hit the like button. This way, it gets more activity and the algorithm will pick up the video and spread it to a wider audience. This way, we're going to get bigger and bigger. And of course, if you haven't, you got to subscribe. This way, the community grows. And yes, we can all talk about certain things, our projects here, all right? And now we're idling it a bit. Now, still idling, we're getting it warmed up. Yes. Yep. And here, on the tuning realm, is Joseph Stone, owner and tuner of Honda Lab. Okay, now let's do the first run. Okay, this seems erroneous because there's a spike at the tip of the run. So yes, now this time we go with low cam only just to see the Vtec engagement. Oh, not bad. We got 95 wheel horsepower. This is a non VTEC, just a low cam. So it's 95 wheel horsepower. So we know we're gonna put the VTEC around 5.2. So now let's do it. Let's check. Oh, 114 wheel horsepower. That's not bad. For 1500 that's stock. Hey, that's pretty cool. So now let's continue tweaking it. Let's continue with another one. One more, one more. Oh, this is nice. 118 wheel horsepower. That's definitely not bad for a 1500, right? So now let's tweak the timing a bit and the air fuel. Let's see how it goes and how the engine likes it. Let's make a few runs. Go. One more. Okay, here we are. We got, let me see, 120 wheel horsepower. The last one is 119.6, so it's like the 120. All right, so now to squeeze it a little more, we gotta try my ram air system. Okay, here, my colleague is removing the air filter. All right, so we can put the ram air extension and the velocity stack. Here it is. Yes. Okay, now let's see. Let's make a few runs and see how it goes. All right, still strapped in, so we're gonna just keep going now. You know, it's actually on idle. Yep. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay, interesting. It still made 120 wheel horsepower. That means the exhaust is restrictive, and we know this is running a 2-inch exhaust, so that's a 50 millimeter. It needs at least a 60 or 2 and 3/8, or a better 2.5 inch because it's running this header here, and we always modify this with a 2.5 collector. And it always ran good with 2.5 collector and of course 2.5 pipings. And yes, burning a restrictive exhaust will also mean you're generating more heat when you tune it with a little bit leaner, or not too rich. And of course your tuner gotta know that, or would have known that, because if he doesn't, you have to reconsider, unless you can never mind what I'm saying right now, and if you melt the piston, just say it's bad luck, right? Okay, let's continue. Okay, one more. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's clear the dyno. Here it is. The best one is 123.45 wheel horsepower. That's not bad for a D15b stock block, an LXI style block with the P2C pistons. Here it is. The first one is non-Vtec 95.69. But look at the graph. That's pretty decent and pretty good. And of course, you can see the top end, the peak power is from 6.5 all the way to 7.5. It's like kind of like plateauing, so this is gonna be pulling good times at the track because this is gonna pull really good and really hard. And of course, Marvin told me he just shifts around 7.5, but this one now has a rev limit of 8,000, so he's free to drive it however he wants or adjust his driving for the rev limiter that he needs, or that's needed for a certain lap time. But good job to Marvin for having a clean car. And look at the engine bay and the airbox that he made, the heat shield, so that the intake is feeding from the cold air. This is pretty good, pretty clean actually. Yep. And now here, my colleague helped them, so now they got the wheels back. It's all 16s now. Yep, it's out. And yes, that's Joseph Stone chit chatting, because he just finished dynoing this for us. So yep, the car looks really really good. And of course, don't forget to check the first episode so you can know all of it. And of course, you can click it just here.